How's it going, everybody? Shockwave984 here. Today is going to be another movie collection, and this is going to be on our I'm going to start going into our more DC stuff, more into the live action, and we also have a ton of animated movies and some series as well, so that I'll try and show a little bit at a time because we do have a lot more of the animation stuff. And yeah, so I figure I'll go ahead and start showing more of the DC live action and things like that. So, and what better way to start out with than with the first film in the start of the DCEU movie cinematic universe, and that is with Man of Steel. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So we have 3 different versions of it, so we'll go ahead and start out with the original Blu-ray release of Man of Steel. This is a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy release, and he is embossed as he's flying right there, Henry Cavill as Superman. And here is the spine. So all of these I found used for pretty cheap. This was like, I think like $5, $4 or $5. And okay, here's the back. And here are the extras. Pretty good ones. Nice featurettes and stuff. And there you see General Zod. There's Superman right there in their battle. Okay, and then here is the case itself. Same thing underneath. The paper's all the same. And the inside. So this is one of those where this is this is a 3-disc set, but you have it like this. So here's the Blu-ray on the left, and there's the special features on Blu-ray. There is a DVD, and it is behind the special features disc, so it's right there. So sometimes you might encounter this, not just with, like, you know, superhero movies or anything. I think it really maybe depends on the company who's releasing it. Sometimes they'll do this instead of putting, like, you know, like a tray in the middle for the 3rd disc. Yeah, just kind of weird sometimes. Alright, so that is the original release for Man of Steel. And my thoughts on the movie. I thought it was certainly different with the way they went about it. Definitely a more darker feel to it. In a way, you do have some fun stuff also. You know, some cool comedy, things like that. And yeah, the way they went about it, you could definitely tell they were going for, at least it seemed like they were going for a more darker tone. Which is cool. You know, doing something different. And yeah, and then next up we have is the Steelbook edition, and I want to say this was a Best Buy edition at the time of Man of Steel. So there we go. And here's the spine. This is a really nice disc. The back is just plain. There you go. So this one didn't have like the card on the back, like the paper, but the other edition that we have does have it. And with this one, all the discs are nice and separated. So right there. And there is some inside artwork. And yeah, like I thought, General Zod was pretty interesting. Also, Russell Crowe as Jor-El. I thought that was pretty good as Kal-El's father. That, of course, is Superman. His actual name, and there's a picture right there. That's a pretty cool picture they decided to go with. And this one I have found used several times, now that I think about it. I also found there is a 3D edition of this movie as well. And there also is a 4K one, too. And there's 2 different, I believe, 3D edition ones. There's like a basic, like slipcover, like this, but it has that picture, I think, that's inside the steelbook. And it's like a lenticular. That's like the plain regular one, and then you have another edition which is in a box shaped like the symbol, the Superman logo. So yeah, I have found those, but yeah, decided to keep these. And then next up, or lastly, is the Target exclusive edition. And I really love the Target ones. Whenever they do them, it's pretty cool. And here it is. So this is a Blu-ray, DVD, combo, and digital, all the same. And this is a lenticular. So there is Zod. Superman right there. Let me get a further, wider shot for you guys. There you go. Cool lenticular. Really like the Target editions. They're really nice. There's the spine. Let it clear up a bit. There we go. And then here's the back. There you see him in, I believe this is the Fortress of Solitude, or I think that's a ship. Yeah. It might be Zod's ship. So yeah, the story itself, the what they decided to do, I thought was pretty interesting. And make sure the Blu-ray disc is in there. So there you go. Same disc. They're all the same. Same design. And here you get a booklet. Selection of imagery from the world of Superman. And here's a picture there. And I'll just show you guys some background behind the scenes stuff. There you see Cavill right there in a suit. There's also like a lot of like concept art. Like this looks really cool right here. See, welcome to Krypton. And it was cool the scenes that they showed with Krypton. I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, being able to see it, and then yeah, like here's, I think that's Krypton right there. I believe a bit of it. And let's see if I can find another. Here's some cool ones. Right here, there you see the heat vision. And there's Cavill right there. And then there's another concept art. Where is it? Did I miss it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So there you go. So yeah, we get some really nice art pages. Looks really cool. And then on the back, there you have the special features disc and the DVD. So all the same. And then I do have the card that comes on the back of this. So here it is right here. So you get a 64 page, that's the digibook. And you also get X-ray vision, excuse me, 5 featurettes that take you behind the scenes and explore, you know, pinnacle moments from Man of Steel and stuff like that. Like the destruction of Krypton, Clark discovers a scout ship, battle on the streets of Smallville, and just other stuff like that. So now I'm not sure if that is exclusive to this set. I can't remember if it is. I think it might be, or I want to say it's on the other ones. But yeah, there you go. But then again, it doesn't actually say it on like the regular edition as well, so it might be an exclusive to this. And like I mentioned, I have found all of these used. So maybe if you're looking for it, just keep an eye out for it. There you go. So that does it for Man of Steel. So let's go ahead and display these guys. Okay. And tilt down a bit. And there we go. Looks good together. So yeah, that does it for Man of Steel. This is the official first movie for the DCEU. If I remember correctly, I believe it is. And at the time, I want to say that this was the first Superman movie in a long time, because I want to say the last one was Superman Returns, which was done by the director who he did the first 2 X-Men and left to go do that, and then that came out you know, had its reception, and it was kind of, I think, very meh. And then this was announced, and yeah, this was a pretty big deal when it came out. And overall, it's an okay movie for what it is. I do appreciate the fact that it looked like they were going for a more darker tone in a way, but you know, the comedy bits are welcome, and then you know, it's a just different way, different kind of story. I thought the cast was pretty good. I think Cavill did all right for, you know, for what he had, you know, script and stuff. And also Russell Crowe was good. I believe it's Michael Shannon that plays Zod. I thought he was all right. You know, like the, you know, the general, acting like the general. And yeah, overall I thought it was okay movie for what it was. And yeah, so that just about does it for this video. So like the video if you do, subscribe if you like. And have you seen Man of Steel? If so, I'd like to know what you guys think of it. And yeah, so with that, I'll see you guys next time.